SS8H8 analyzed Georgia's participation in important events that occurred from World War I through the Great Depression. Element E examined the effects of the New Deal in terms of the impact of the Civilian Conservation Corps, Agricultural Adjustment Act, Rural Electrification Administration, and Social Security Administration. Our learning target today, I will explain the New Deal programs that helped Georgia. The New Deal was a series of programs that were created by Franklin D. Roosevelt in order to help the United States get out of the Depression. Some of the programs created were the Civilian Conservation Corps, Agricultural Adjustment Act, Rural Electrification Administration, and Social Security Administration. What did these programs do for Georgia? Well, the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, hired unemployed young men to work on public service projects. Some of the projects included erosion control, flood prevention, and public parks like Cloudland Canyon. In Georgia, they helped by planting trees in the Chattahoochee National Forest, improving parks like Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park, Cloudland Canyon, and constructing the Appalachian Trail. They got a 6-month contract to work. They were paid $30, but $25 was sent home to their families. This helped the families pay for the needs of life. The CCC was successful, but when the United States entered World War II, a lot of young men left the CCC and went into the military to fight for the U.S. The Agricultural Adjustment Act is our next New Deal program. The idea behind the AAA was to change the supply and demand of cotton and tobacco. The government paid farmers a subsidy to plant less cotton and tobacco. A subsidy is money given by the government to an organization to help it function. So we plant less cotton and tobacco, and the supply will go down and the cost and demand will go up. The downside to this was it really hurt sharecroppers and tenant farmers. Part of the deal with the government was that the landowners were supposed to pay those who lived and worked on the land. But did that happen? No, it didn't happen. So a lot of times the sharecroppers and tenant farmers left and went to the city to work. Our next New Deal program is the Rural Electrification Act, the REA. It did exactly what it said. It brought electricity to the rural or country parts of Georgia. The price of electricity was so high that many Georgia farmers just couldn't afford it. So Congress signed into law the REA, which in turn had a 25% increase in electricity. Our final New Deal program is the Social Security Administration, the SSA. This New Deal program is still around today. This has benefits for those over 65, those who are survivors of a beneficiary who has died, or disabled people through contributions made by the employee and employers. So again, our 4 New Deal programs were the Civilian Conservation Corps, the CCC, unemployed young men to help conserve public service projects, the Agricultural Adjustment Act, the AAA, which paid farmers to grow less cotton and tobacco, the Rural Electrification Administration, the REA, electricity to farmers, and Social Security Administration, the SSA, benefits to those over 65 or disabled.